here. But Kenley June really loved being home with her family.
Tall people. Thank you for being here today. Sorry, that was hard to listen to. And he did a great job. Kayla. Hey, be honest, I am really nervous. And not because I am talking to you. But as I was walking up here, I could hear Mike say, "Don't suck." I have been thinking about the one thing I would share about Mike. It's tough. Many of things came to mind. Like our heart-to-heart conversations, running around in Iowa feeling like we were 21 with no agenda. He was helping my kids and many of the other kids here get better at BMX, even though our kids raced each other. He was a funny guy, always telling jokes. He was loving and caring. He was cute. If you ask Cree, she'd say sexy. He had zero patience. He always volunteered when he could. I could tell you about our trip to Illinois and getting a taste of Mike's road rage. Taste of road rage for stupid people. Blah. He's a hard and dedicated worker, but the one thing that stuck was his willingness to help. Mike was always helping people and giving it his all. The story that comes to mind is a little over a year ago, our house flooded and we had to move into a hotel for 3 months. Matter of fact, is that Drury you passed coming in here. We was there so long, we called it the home-tel. We had to completely redo the entire house. I was already very busy at work, so I hired all new contractors to put the house back together. One contractor I hired for building and installing the cabinets apparently was only YouTube certified. Mike, Curry, and the kids came over for a quick minute, they thought. It didn't take Mike long to realize the cabinets was on level. He was so bothered by it. He said, "We're gonna fix this, right? Meow." I told Mike, "No, we'll have the guy come back and fix it on Monday. He'll take care of it." Mike couldn't accept that. He didn't even want the guy to come back to the house. My house. Dude, I was like, all right, Mike. You know Mike, if he set his mind to do something, he did it. So we got some beer, then to work. We took the cabinets off the wall. An hour or two went by. We leveled the base in the upper cabinets. We reattached it all. And when we were all done, Mike never asked me for anything in return. I could tell you a dozen stories about Mike giving a helping hand or just being a friend by your side. But that's going to be stories for another time. Cree, Bryson, I love you guys. I'll always have your back and be here for whatever you need. Unless it's building another duck coop. I'll have to kindly pass. Passing over now to Luke, one of Mike's lifelong friends. Thank you for listening.
So, today, I wanted to share a story that has really become more of a debate more than anything over the years between me and Mike. But it's something that I've been thinking about a lot lately, and I thought it might be good to share today. So, this starts about 20 years ago, and it was Mike, Sam Elliott, and myself, and we were at a restaurant, and those two, they were giving me a hard time about something. I mean, they always were. And I don't know if I was getting upset, more than likely I was, but I don't know, maybe I was laughing, I'm not sure. But what I do know is that I was attempting to eat a dinner roll at the same time. And well, it didn't go very well. And that dinner roll went down the wrong pipe. Well, I start choking. I stand up, and I'm coughing. I mean, I'm just basically making a fool out of myself. And Mike, he decides he's going to have, that hold my beer moment, and he's going to come behind me and give me the Heimlich. So this is the part of the story that is up for debate. So from my perspective, I was coughing, okay? So that means I'm still breathing, which means I don't need the Heimlich, man. Get off me. And Mike didn't see it that way. His perspective was, well, I don't remember you coughing, and you did need my help, and whether you wanted it or not, you were going to get it. So here we are, I'm back in the Heimlich, and I mean, I'm really in the Heimlich. Like, he's got me up, like, picked me up. My legs are flailing around, and I'm just like, get off me. And I'm kicking him and hitting him, and we're doing this song and dance. I don't know, it felt like a million years, but I'm sure it was only like a few moments. But that dinner roll, it finally comes flying out of my mouth, and it goes sailing. Sailing across the restaurant. People start clapping. It was like there's a standing ovation. I think there might have been like a slow clap beginning in the back. It was, I don't know, man. It was so ridiculous. And I just remember being so embarrassed. I was like, man, I just want to go home. And, well, fast forward to the next Monday, and I go to school, and sure enough, everyone at school knows about it. And they're all coming up to me and be like, so Mike saved your life, huh? And, this thing got blown out of proportion. It really did. They gave him an award for saving my life. Yes, it was a plaque. They literally had a dinner where they presented this thing to him. There was like something in the newspaper that was like, Mike Bolger saves friend's life. It was blown out of proportion. It really was. And I don't know, I've been thinking about it a lot lately, and it's funny how, just like that, things can change, and your perspective of things can change, and I don't know, I think back on that moment. That was the great debate for so many years. Me and Mike just argued over that. And now I think back on it, and I laugh, and I smile, and I cherish it. I don't know. Mike, if you remember Mike, he loved to give you a hard time from time to time, and he loved to remind me over the years about how he saved my life. And of course, I reminded him that no, he did not, and he basically tried to break my ribs. That was that. We did that for years, and I don't know, Mike, if you're listening, man, I don't know. I just feel like maybe I did need that Heimlich, and maybe you did save my life. Now, I didn't say that you saved my life, so calm down up there, okay? I'm open to the possibility that possibly you saved my life. But, all joking aside, Mike, you were a hero, man. You proved it that day, but you didn't need to. You were always there for me. You did everything for me, man. Everything I ever needed, you were always there, and I knew that. Just like you're always there for your family, and they know that too. If there's one thing I could say to you, Mike, it would be that you lived a life to be proud of. I'm proud of you. You may not have been perfect, but boy, you did life the right way. You are a good person. And you will be missed, and you will always, and I mean always, be loved. Thank you.